the growth of Islamic finance in the West, there are three very important priorities needed. Number one is knowledge capital or human capital. The idea being that suppose someone were to establish an Islamic bank in Canada, and suppose we were to set up a branch in each city. Would there be enough people to actually work in these banks that understand what Islamic finance is? Also, in terms of the regulators and how we regulate these Islamic banks, is there enough knowledge within the government regulatory environment? And so on and so on. In terms of the media, how the media reports on the Islamic economy. So there's a real gap in terms of human capital when it comes to Islamic finance in the West. So the course I have at the Rotman School and the executive program I have at the Rotman School here in Toronto, we put many people through. We're trying to close this knowledge gap. Number two is regulatory clarity. This is incredibly important. So I presented in Bahrain at the World Islamic Banking Conference, and the big discussion that we had with the delegates there was, if a bank in Bahrain or in the Middle East or in Malaysia were to open in Canada, to what extent is there regulatory clarity? This is important because the last thing a foreign investor would like to do is invest tens of millions of dollars into a foreign jurisdiction only to find that the regulations that put boundaries on the kinds of activities this Islamic bank can do are not clear. And once you're in that foreign market and it then goes before the regulatory board, they could rule in a way counter to your interests. So regulatory clarity is incredibly important. And the third one is something called responsible innovation.